Well, good afternoon. I don't know where you find yourself in this part of the country or the world for that matter, but welcome into Center Court here at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, Traverse City, Michigan, for the ACO Grand Traverse Major and Pro Series, a Pro Series which is about to get fired up here in the final 16-person player bracket. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. He is Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, and this is a guy we're sort of getting sick of seeing on Center Court today. How about this? Tony Pena coming in at the 16th seed against Bryce Jefferson, the number 1 seed after the SCR games.
Hey, we've been seeing Tony Pena, as Frank gets the bring it sound. We've been seeing Tony Pena on the Center Court all day long. Hey, but get this, Finn. This is the first Pro Series that we're not going to have Tyler Amos or Hurt win because Tyler didn't make it today. So who's going to step up right here? We got the number 1 seed, Bryce Jefferson, who came in throwing a 136 against Tony Pena, who just went for the big airmail and missed, throwing a 118 to just sneak in.
Yeah, Tony actually snuck in at the end with a 117.
Yeah.
And takes the 16th seed, but he's already got a purple jersey as our seniors champion, having double-dipped Gary Ferguson. And then he just took the co-ed championship here moments ago. I take that back. With his partner, and they came in second. He didn't pull off the double dip there, but Matt Gammon and Robin Smith took co-ed just a moment ago. But I'll tell you, Tony.
Tony got a bad break right there.
Yeah, he not only left a dirty bag, but he also vibrated a couple down below under the wooden sunroof there, as our man Boogie likes to call it. So we're going to get out to an early score with Bryce posting a 3-0 early lead on court number 2. Craig Irvin, our reigning king, is up 8-2 over Steve Heath. Joey Persinger down 4-3 to Danny Mead on court number 3. And Jeremiah Ellis all over Jalen Baskerville 14-3 in our first 4 one-and-done matches in the Pro Series final bracket. Again, 16 players made it out with their SCR scores today. Bryce Jefferson again at that 136, Tony with a 117, pitting them against each other. But to your point about who's going to take that Pro Series, I did a little research here, and I was looking back because I couldn't remember exactly who won what. But Caleb Hurt won the Pro Series in our very first one, Charleston. Then he went on to Panama City Beach, and he won there. Then he won our largest major in Owensboro, where T.J. Miller won singles, but Caleb Hurt won the Pro Series, and he also won Spooky Nook Cincinnati. Little brother Isaac, takes South Bend, and then Tyler Amos, who you had picked to win the Pro Series, even though he couldn't make it, or it turns out he couldn't make it, took down Bradenton and College Station. So you're right, a new name will be added, and we'll be given one of these badass barrelhead trophies when all is said and done. But we are out to a 5-0 lead.
What a shot by Tony.
1 Bryce Jefferson, number 1 seed. He kind of comes in with an interesting delivery as well, kind of almost haphazard in its delivery. There's one off the back again. Tony, he knows he'll dial it in. It takes him a couple frames to get comfortable, but Bryce has more power than you think. He looks like a lackadaisical kind of throw, but he's got a little,
too for Bryce.
Yeah, a little more power in there than you would think. So these guys just work their way down to collect their bags, and
I'll tell you what's important to watch here in this match, Finn, is the attitude of Bryce Jefferson. So he has a bad round, he tends to get really bad down on himself. You know, he plays doubles with his mother, Martina Belt, who's a strong women's player here in the ACO.
Absolutely.
But right now, he started off, he's being cool, calm, and collected. He's got a 7-0 lead already on Tony Pena.
And interesting, because you had chosen him as your time to fill pick to win juniors.
He came in third.
He came in third, but he could end up taking down the Pro Series.
Isn't that crazy?
How about that? So it's anybody's game at any given point, and these guys throwing lights out as usual. Just to get to center court.
It's interesting. Tony has changed bags. It looks like some IMF bags. One of your sponsors.
Yep,
right
absolutely.
There.
My buddy Clinton Bilo and his crew. And Braden Eichert, welcome back to him. It's his first major back since a pretty devastating car accident toward the end of January. So glad to have him back.
Absolutely.
He's learned to throw with his opposite hand. And, boy, I tell you what, if he gets both those hands going, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, to be sure. But IMF here, Ruthless Bags here, Why So Serious Cornhole, all here on site, everybody repping, and so many different great bag companies. OTT's been well represented in the Pro Series. These two dialed in on the center of the hole. And we got 4 games underway right now. I'll update you. Craig Irvin up 14-4 on Steve Heath.
What a bag.
Oh, look at that. And it dropped. It dropped just to the right side.
You know what that was? The get around, baby. Yes, sir. Can you do it again?
He locked that thumb.
No, he's okay with that.
He pushed it through. Up and over, Pena.
1 point for Bryce, though.
It's good stuff. That was gutsy, knowing that he had put his last couple of attempts to do that off the backside. Craig Irvin, as mentioned, up 14-4 over Steve Heath. Joey Persinger, 11-4. Advantage now over Danny Meade. And Jeremiah Ellis and Jalen Baskerville have already wrapped up their one-and-done first-round series. Jeremiah Ellis takes that one as the number 5 seed earlier. He had a pretty solid frame game. He threw a 132.
Yeah.
So good stuff there.
He comes in here on fire.
Yeah, he really
Watch out for Jeremiah to take this whole thing down.
And he threw that 132 without blinking.
Yeah, and threw some air mails in the last round, just jacking around. Yeah. Nice block there by Bryce.
Thanks again to our friends at Hampton Farms. You see them backing up the players right now. They have been great partners of ours for the last 3 to 4 years. These guys are going to take a timeout, go down and see what's going on down at the opposite end of the Hampton Farms banner. But thanks again to them for being an ACO partner.
Tell them how much you like to eat the peanuts in the shell.
I love them. I eat them in the shell. Yes, I do. I learned that early on watching the Big Red Machine in Cincinnati in the mid-'70s, baby. Ate them right in the shell. You know who loved that the most? The ushers, because they didn't have to clean up.
Absolutely. Hey, do not throw your shells on the ground. And if you got fin, you don't have to worry about it.
That's right. You got that extra little bit of protein and roughage.
Let's see if Bryce goes after these bags. He's got a couple hanging.
He's got a 9-0 advantage, so why not?
Oh, what a shot.
Does. How about
what
that?
A shot.
That was a beauty right there. That was nice. And now he's putting Tony in a position to have to come in and go hard and low to try to
and that's
get
going to
through.
be.
He didn't. He left him lay.
I think that's going to be 4. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, 13-0. That is a formidable lead here in this one-and-done first round. Craig Irvin holds the advantage in his match, 18-4 over Steve Heath. Persinger over Meade, 11-4. On court number 3. Pretty soon Bob Heil and Sean Priest will be moving on to their first round game. Heil came in as the number 2 seed with a 135 frame game. Again, a frame game is 13 frames, 4 bags each, with potential 156 points.
I tell you what, I was really impressed by that shot, Bryce. He had no hesitation, man. He knew what he was going to do. They took a timeout before that shot, and he went down and looked at him. He knew what he was going to do, took his time, and nailed that shot and picked up 4 points out of it.
Well, and you know it's interesting to watch, and I've been watching him for the last couple points there at it for the last, 2 or 3 years. And, he had made his own ACO jersey with a white T-shirt and a Sharpie. And was bound and determined to earn that pro jersey. But always kind of struck me as a very quiet, almost timid to a degree. But his game has gone from timid to attack mode. It really has.
Hey, you know who it reminds you of? Think about this. I want to ask you a question. Who do you think it reminds you of? Came out of his shell at one time and then made a run in the first pro series ever.
The first pro it was Sebastian Barger.
There you go. Does it not?
Who didn't even know he had qualified to be in the $20,000 pro series final in Branson, Missouri a couple of years back. Yeah. And Sebastian has turned into an outstanding player. There's another
4 for Tony.
Couple of points donated to the cause there by Tony to Bryce. 13 he picked up 4 there.
Yeah,
I thought he donated
Tony
4. He picked them up. I'm having a hard time. These bags look very similar depending upon which side is up and down. But the bottom line is that's why you're here, because you have better eyes and a better set of fingers to count with. 13-6, Bryce Jefferson over Tony Pena. Craig Irvin has extended his lead over Steve Heath on court number 2 to 18-4. Joey Persinger 1 point away from taking down Danny Meade, who had jumped out to an early lead, 20-4. Jeremiah Ellis.
Oh. And this is where it's important to watch Bryce. He just gave up 4 points, and let's see what his attitude. So far, so good. And that's a bad bag right there as Tony threw one off. Let's see if he keeps it straight and keeps the bag straight. Nice. Nice finish by Tony. As Bryce goes in for 1. There you go. one to make it 14-6, Bryce Jefferson.
All right, so our man Cannonball Clark is running the show. It took them planes, trains, and automobiles to get themselves here overnight. And I tell you what, he and April Clemens, yeoman's work to get here and run this bad boy, and everything is run like Clark work as expected. So right now I know that they're looking for power on some of these tablets to continue running Scoreholio as the score continues to build here. 14-6. Bryce Jefferson holds the lead. Craig Irvin takes the win over Steve Heath. Joey Persinger finishes off Danny Meade, and Jeremiah Ellis finished Jalen Baskerville in that one and done here in round number 1. So after this game, we'll likely see Bob Heil versus Sean Priest, or if they get underway on court 2, 3, or 4, it could be Matt Gammon and Brandon Earls, Gary Ferguson against Tommy Bandana Man Hayek, or Todd Gammon against Mike Walters.
Hey, how about
so we'll take
Bandana. We love the characters, man.
Yeah, we're going to take Ferguson and Hayek. I think that's who you'll see.
I think that's who we need to see
on center court.
Nice block there by Bryce.
14-6 remains the score again in this single elimination first round. First and second round single elimination semifinals and finals are a best 2 out of 3. And again, a new name will be hoisting the Pro Series trophy for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, really.
And none of our defending champions are here to defend their championships, so looking forward to adding somebody else to that winner's list. Up and over.
What a shot,
That's
man.
amazing. I mean, there was no room. There was no room in the front left, so he went top right, and he took it down. We're going to take a timeout. Go take another quick look at it. I think Tony's got a little bit more room there than he thinks he does, but he's going to have to do a little bit of a magic trick to push his bag and follow it in with Bryce's laying underneath his where it is.
It looks like Fergie's getting ready for his match over there straight across from him, is he not?
Yeah. He and Carlos are over there discussing strategy.
Yeah. With Eric Bruce, all over the top guy.
Oh,
nice shot, Tony.
Shot. What a great
nice shot.
Lots of room there in the hole, and instead of risking maybe taking Bryce's bag with him, he went ahead and airmailed it. Nicely done. Takes the wash. 14-6 remains the score. The winner of this will take on our reigning king of cornhole, Craig Irvin, who's here with his lovely wife, Ashley, the team of Crashley Irvin.
Yeah.
Joey Persinger and Jeremiah Ellis will square off in the next one and done round.
That could be a good round. Joey can get hot now.
In the quarterfinals, that's exactly right. Heil and Priest, Gammon and Earls, Ferguson and Hayek, and Gammon and Walters, Matt and Todd respectively, in these next first round games.
I like to see my roommate over there, Daniel Meade, resting after. Didn't you say he lost? There's another 12-bagger.
Yeah,
12-pointer.
Joey Persinger took down Danny Meade and gave him plenty of time to think about what he's done. So Mike Walters and Todd Gammon are getting ready to face off in their round number 1 match.
Todd Gammon, the dad of Matt, who we just saw on the co-ed court.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. So Chris Clark continues to call names and get them to their respective courts. We'll have your action throughout the course of the rest of the afternoon with some more one-and-done games, and then we'll get into these best 2 or 3. Have you seen any PPR numbers on any of these? That's something we haven't really talked too much about.
My tablet went dead. I can't. I'm going to get some juice on it, and then I can start checking some PPRs. And Bryce laughed. Tony laughed. He knew that was a lucky shot. They both got one down under.
Oh, boy.
He's going to pick up. Tony's going to pick up one out of that, though. Yeah. He's happy with that.
That was a
a
little bit more left side of the board centric than we had seen.
Yeah, but he got done what he needed to get done right there to make sure he got one down to score a point. He didn't care about that bag going off. When you're down 14-6, you'll take anything you can get.
And he takes the first bag back, I think, which is key right here, 14-7.
Bryce throwing that butterfly grip that you see a lot of people throw.
Nicely done there. He'll be able to push through that whenever he chooses to, if it's not already done for him, which it is.
And Tony's got him right where he wants him right here to try to pick up 2 points and cut into that 14-7 lead. And there it is.
Yeah, he did a nice job there. He's had a tendency when he's had an open board to pull it.
Oh, I thought that was going to be short. Did you
A little bit
not?
to the left.
Yeah.
It did look like it might hang up on the front side of the board. But, yeah, Tony was able to keep his composure there with a wide open board, take it right down Center Street, which was nice. So, again, the winner of this match will take on Craig Irvin, if there is a winner of this match, before they kick us out of the building on Sunday. These two are playing very methodical, very well thought out cornhole. The first 3 bums rushes that happened over there.
You know what's so good, though? They're throwing bags in the hole, buddy.
Yeah, they are. And this is your 1 seed and your 16 seed. So typically this would be the match that you would think would be a little bit of a runaway. Yeah. But the runaway from when your 16 seed is Tony Pena, and the day he's had today, no runaway.
That's what I'm saying. Tony's happy right here in Traverse City. Traverse City, as you call it. I call it Traverse.
As most people call it, but you call it whatever you need.
I just call it Traverse City. How about that? It's a Mississippi name. Oh, he went for
boy.
That's okay. He only gave up 1.
I know.
That's worth that gamble.
And with a 14-9 lead,
yeah.
But I tell you what, I don't think that's what he expected when it left his hand, but he'll take it. He'll be all right with it. So 14-9 becomes 14-10. Crowd continues to gather around center court. You're hearing a little peanut gallery encouragement coming. Tony leaves one off a little bit, pulls it a little bit to the left.
And Tony, after getting behind pretty big in this match, has been dead center solid for the last few rounds.
Sat on 14-6 for quite a while, and he's battled back to pick up another 4 points and at least matching Bryce where he needed to.
Tony is right down the center right now.
Bob Heil has jumped out already all over Sean Priest, 5-0 in their first round. Yeah, that's one he'd love to have back.
Yeah, right, it's just a wash.
It cost him some points right there, but these guys continue rolling forward. 14-10 remains the score. Bob Heil, like I said, up over Priest, 5-0. Gammon's both underway now, getting started, and Ferguson and Hayek is holding until we can get them here on center court. Appreciate you having you along for the broadcast here. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, American Cornhole, YouTube/American Cornhole. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell, and it will ring a ding and let you know when you have. Wow.
Oh, wow. And let's see if
what happened there.
And he just let one go. It just got away from him. And we'll see if that affects him.
Yeah, he held it too long.
That's when the stuff starts bothering Bryce. And you can see by his body language right there.
Yeah, well.
And hopefully he can go in right here and only give up 3. Still keep the lead.
Up and over. Oh, and nicely recovered, yes.
Yeah, but look at his body language right now, Finn. Mm-hmm. This next round is going to be key for Bryce Jefferson.
You just saw him kind of run through his pitch motion right there as he was walking. And so, and this is what we talked about earlier. Can a junior win the king or queen of cornhole? And it's all about mental strength at a certain point. You can have the game of your life, but if you can't keep it together between your ears, that's where it's going to happen.
That's right.
On the boards. And to finish my thought there about the YouTube channel, make sure you ring that bell, get updated on all kinds of new content that's being posted there. Subscribe to the channel. And YouTube/American Cornhole.
And look, Tony is keeping the pressure on. And this is where I got to keep it on, bro. And that's going to be this could be 4 right here. Yeah.
Yep.
And Tony could tie the game up right here if Bryce don't finish. That's it.
All right.
And look, and you watch Bryce now. Let me tell you what, this is very important. This might be the biggest round of this whole game.
Yep. Well,
to see if Bryce can collect himself instead of getting that junior mentality. And we know what the junior mentality is sometimes.
Well,
and see if he can stay on focus and keep this game going. 17-4, Tony Pena.
And Tony takes that first bag, lets it fly, and he's just going to go ahead and force the issue down the middle.
And that is pressure is what that's called. Nice block.
Smart.
I think it's on purpose, too.
Yep. Go ahead and force a little defense, but
and that's how you combat that pressure.
And I tell you too, right there, and I think you're watching it unravel.
Yeah,
I think
it is.
With that bag that he pulled off to the left, and Tony's just going to drive the nail in.
Game, set, match.
Yep, he's going to try to push and get it.
Yeah.
He's left one out of play, and he's going to let Tony do whatever he wants. He cleans that up.
Game
over.
He's
going to step out to the side, 17-14. Up and over, and nothing. All right, so that's going to do it. Tony Pena continues on. His roll on center court continues 21-14 over the number 1 seed, Bryce Jefferson. So congratulations to Tony Pena, who moves on, and for his trouble, he will face off against the king, Craig Irvin.